This episode of Sportish is sponsored by the Active Industry First Start Traineeship program funded by the Queensland Government. Hello and welcome to Sportish, where we look at life through the lens of sport. My name is Georgie Trickett.
Yo, Georgie.
Whoa, what's that? Are you just trying to lift the energy?
It's Libby Trickett.
What up, girl?
What up, girlfriend?
Oh my God, 40-year-old women should not be talking this way.
Bruh. My 11-year-old says.
Is this how you're coping with the come down off the weekend? Did the children really break you that badly?
Oh, man. It was, I just feel like I'm broken off the back of 2 weeks of just virus, nonstop virus. But we're here.
But yet we're here.
We're here.
In the nicest part of our week.
We show up every week for you, Sporties. You're welcome.
Today we're going to do something just a little bit different. We did a call out a couple of weeks ago for voice notes from our listeners. Now, that was a complicated instruction.
The people don't like the voice notes.
To the point where we had to go back to some people and say, hey,
can you actually record that?
Can you record that? Because sometimes we get sick of our own voices.
Correct.
And we'd like to amplify the voices of all the people who listen. But we did get some questions.
We did. We got some great questions.
Yes. Am I going to start or are you going to start?
I can start.
Okay, you start.
Let me start.
You start.
Uno momento.
Now, we're really answering these fresh. Like we haven't sat down and prepared answers to these questions.
Do we ever sit down?
I mean, I do. I know you don't, but I do put some thought. Some of us aren't as talented. But also, I think it gives the vibe of we're all having a coffee.
Totally.
And someone has brought an issue to the table.
Yes.
And we're responding in real time.
We are responding in real time. All right. So this first question that I have.
So it's not a voice note, this one.
This one is not a voice note. This is my dulcet tones.
Your interpretation.
She's like, I don't know how to do voice notes.
Noted. We will provide instructions next time.
We will. We'll do a much better job of providing instructions. All right. How do you stop your daughter in C-grade netball from trying out for rep teams again each year, thinking she will make it and being heartbroken each time she doesn't make the team? This is under 16s. She doesn't seem to have any insight into the different skills and abilities. I questioned her the last couple of years, and last year I couldn't even watch. It was heartbreaking. I think she plays really well in her division, and that gives her false hope, and the coaches have to say everyone should try out. Help. Thoughts, Georgie?
Oh, do not intervene. I love that this kid, despite never making it, is rolling up year after year to try out because you just never know when those skills and abilities are going to consolidate.
Yes.
You don't know what's going to happen. And if she doesn't make the team, is that the worst thing that could happen to this child?
I entirely agree. I think as parents, we want to protect our kids from the heartbreak, right? So I've had this exact thing happen this year. My oldest daughter missed out on the athletics team for school this year. She is a reserve, so she has to go to the competition but will not be competing. And we've had to have this whole conversation about what that means, and she's completely heartbroken. She desperately wanted to make the team. And I hope that in these moments, and this is what we've spoken about, is that when you have the disappointment, that's when you learn the most. They're the moments that you go, well, does this actually matter this much to me? Do I want to keep doing athletics? Do I want to keep trying? Why am I so sad? What is my, we talk about what is our why?
Yeah.
Why do we do it?
And yet, so she still turns up. Despite not making it, she still turns up. She actually has, I think, in her mind, this 16 or 15-year-old girl, I think she has it really clear what she's there for, why she does it. It also made me think of something I read this morning from Jonathan Haidt about preparing our kids for the road.
Yes.
And the road is rough.
Always.
And we have created an environment where everything has to be comfortable for everyone all the times.
Oh, there's no discomfort ever.
He gave it in the example of, this is what playgrounds used to look like, and this is a playground today that's been designed by a lawyer.
Yeah.
It's very safe. The monkey bar is basically on the ground. There's no risk. His comment was, we have to put our kids in situations where things could go wrong.
Correct.
Because we need to prepare them for a rough road.
Yes.
We need them to be able to go out on the road and deal with the road. And if they've only ever been on a really smooth track, you're not preparing them for the road. I know it's so hard. I get it.
Yeah. We as adults have lost the art of
we love comfort.
Yeah.
Look at me sitting here with my cup of tea.
Like my little cup of tea. But this is the thing, discomfort isn't something to be afraid of. Heartbreak is not something to be afraid of. Sadness, anger, elation, none of these are bad things or good things. They are just emotions and feelings and experiences. And then we learn from those moments. Personally, I think you should be incredibly proud of your child.
I know. I think it's a really great reflection of your parenting.
Look, I think you're doing an amazing job.
And also, what our listener has expressed in that message is the feeling that so many parents would have, and that instinctual feeling of
protection.
You are not in a safe environment. I should extract you right now. That is so understandable.
Which, to be fair, is what my mum did when I was 14 and I missed the final at state titles.
Oh, she's not bitter.
No.
In what year was that, Libby? In what category?
I was 14. It was 1999. And my mum, I was bawling my eyes out because I'd missed all the finals. I was incredibly disappointed.
Yeah.
And my mum told me that I should quit swimming and just try something else. Being a very petulant teenager, I was like,
please.
F off.
Because you said it, I will now do the opposite.
Yeah, correct. And I was like, no, that's not what the answer is. I think that's exactly what your child is showing.
I think this mum's doing an awesome job.
I totally agree.
All right, my turn now. This one is a voice note. I'm going to hold this up to the microphone. Let's see how this goes.
Hey, legends. Really enjoy this podcast. Really love the fact that you promote kids being healthy and having fun in their sports, as well as the fact that us parents need to be behaving ourselves on the sideline as well. So great work. Keep it up. My question is around my 11-year-old son, who I have in a multitude of sports purposely, team ones like cricket and soccer, as well as individual ones like athletics and golf. But what I've found in the past 6 months or so is he's starting to really excel with the athletic side of things, and in particular long distance running. So my question is, how do I balance the sport that he's doing really well whilst also maintaining being active in the other sports? Because I think it's actually a really healthy thing for him to have that sort of range and be involved in as many sports as possible for as long as possible. That's question number one, I guess, is how do I balance that? And then I guess question number two is what worked for you at a similar age in terms of the support that you got from your parents, from your coaches, and is there anything that you wish you could have had in that area as well? Thanks, guys.
Yeah, great question.
Multifaceted.
Absolutely nailed the voice note as well. Thank you.
We appreciate that. What do you think?
I have very strong opinions.
No, what a shock.
Surprise. He's doing an amazing job. Just keep him in all the sports. We spoke about this last week on the podcast. There's, the kind of foundational years where you're trying a lot of different sports between the ages of 6 and 12. Between 13 and 15, it's that specialization, but it's still at least 2 to 3 sports. And then after the age of 16, you start to, really hone in, and it's called the investment years. And you start to focus on still potentially 1 to 2 sports. I didn't start focusing, again, we mentioned this last week, I didn't start completely solely focusing on swimming until I left school. If a child is showing that they are excelling in a particular sport or a particular movement, that they have to just go all in on that particular sport or movement. But the reality is that all sports will contribute to a child's performance in the long run. I did gymnastics for a couple of years as a young kid. I am 100% sure that is one of the reasons that I was strong and flexible, which contributed to my success in swimming. And so don't think that doing cricket is not going to help athletics. Don't think that, understanding your body and your swing from golf won't help long distance running. It all comes together in the end. But if you are only training one movement, one sport, we risk burnout, we risk injury, we risk so many different things that just does not happen when you are doing multiple sports.
Look, I think that the other thing to keep in mind is that when you're 11, you haven't yet fully grown.
Well, you haven't hit puberty yet.
So
especially as a young boy.
Everything is going to change. I even saw it as my kids when they were littler, before they would have growth spurts, what they could do athletically, and then what happened after they had growth spurts. And particularly for my eldest, she grew just astronomically, like a
so
baby giraffe.
She's taller than both of us, which is terrifying.
And she had been a really good sprinter, but then as she went through this growing period, it was like her muscles could not control her limbs.
Yeah.
Her muscles hadn't yet adapted for the fact that she had grown so much. And I think you see that on a much greater scale once you get into those, early teenage years and all throughout high school, as everyone's changing physically.
At different times.
At completely different times. And you see it particularly in this 13, 14, 15 age group where you can have a child who looks like they could be married with 2 children and then a child who looks like they just finished grade 5. And that's in high school. That's the reality of what a field can look like. So I think definitely be assured you don't need to put any eggs in any one basket. The broader you can be, the better. And the more you expose kids to different sport, the more likely they are to find a sport that really resonates with them.
Correct. And that helps contribute to the why and the passion. And so if they're going to succeed, that's the fuel that you need to kind of burn that fire through into elite athleteness.
And it's just way more fun.
Oh my gosh, so much more fun.
It's so much more fun to play different sports.
So much more fun.
I obviously we come at this from very different life experiences, but the joy for me was always in the variety and the different people that you came across through those different social settings.
Yes. I'll be honest, I probably was less about the social.
Oh, absolutely. But you're an animal.
Right? No, beast mode. That's like my happy place.
Yeah.
And I had to do 2 strokes because if I did 1 stroke in swimming, I would have gone insane. If I only had to train.
Who knew swimmers had that?
No, genuinely. If I had to train just freestyle or just butterfly, I would have gone literally insane. So I had to do both.
If I've got to look at this black line, there's got to be variety in it.
They've got to be moving in different ways. I've got ADHD, guys. I need something interesting.
But not breaststroke. Draw the line there.
No, breaststrokes is for nuffies. We all know that.
Sorry, Liesl.
My husband, Luke, but that's fine.
Hey, Libby.
Hey, Georgina.
Have you heard about the Active Industries First Start Traineeship program?
Is that the one where you get $20,000 wage subsidy for not-for-profit clubs and organisations?
Totally. I thought this was just wild and I didn't know that this existed, and I can already think of so many clubs that could benefit from this. This is a bit of money that you can use to bring someone on who's not just a volunteer, they're actually an employee of your club to help you get all the things done that you need to get done.
And are they the people who kind of haven't been in work for a while, so it helps them return to work as well?
It can be, or it can just be you converting a volunteer into somebody who can do all the doing.
Because that's the thing, in all of these sorts of organisations, it relies so much on volunteers and people are so busy. And they need to be able to put together these things that help organisations take it to another level.
We want people in clubs to be able to rely on somebody to print out the spreadsheets, to organise the websites so that the people who are volunteering can get out on the court or on the field and do what they do best.
Basically, people can take advantage and all they need to do is submit an application, and AQIA can actually help you with that. So head to the website or click the link in the show notes. Take advantage of this incredible opportunity.
All right, you're up.
All right.
So my question is, how do I keep my child motivated during sport when all of his friends seem to be excelling, whereas he's kind of more of the mediocre child, I guess? I can't help but think that he gets really disappointed, that he's not doing as well as his friends. But however, I could also be projecting my concerns as well. So I'm just wanting some tips on how to manage that situation.
Such a good question. And like absolutely how like lots of parents would be feeling for sure, right?
Oh, what amazing insight that she is already going, I could be projecting.
Yes, correct.
But I think it's a really fair question because I can imagine, and I have experienced that place where you can see you're not performing as well as others.
Yes.
And it can feel a bit miserable.
As an athlete yourself.
As an athlete myself, and I have actually, now that I think about it, this is something I've been working through with one of my kids because she is not a rep player in anything and she now has an awareness of that being a thing.
Age?
This is in high school.
Okay.
It's meant that we've had a conversation about why. Why do we do sport? What's this all about? What are we doing this for? And what do you feel when you play sport? So I've actively worked through with her the feelings that she gets, the good feelings that she gets when she plays sports, like to identify them and really have them in her mind's eye.
Yeah.
And to also say, you know, what's a great goal for you? So let's not worry about what everyone else is doing. What's something that you really want to achieve? And then how do we go about doing that? I think it's probably a very normal thing to experience as a teenager is to look around and compare yourself to other people.
Oh, it's totally normal. Like it's absolutely an experience that you go through as a child.
Like a rite of passage.
It's like a rite of passage for sure. You're experiencing it obviously with your child. And like for me, I see it even just between my kids as well.
Comparing to each other.
Correct.
Oh, that's a really good point too. I hadn't thought about that, but yes, definitely.
So my oldest is, I think she could be a really good swimmer. There's lots of baggage around that. Which
so much expectation.
So much expectation.
And she feels that.
And she feels that people say it to her. So that's a whole thing.
Don't say it to her.
I mean, just don't.
Don't say it to her.
Don't say, or any kid. Like, it's not a thing. Just
are you going to be going to the Olympics?
Yeah.
Well, mate, how's she going to feel if she doesn't?
Yeah, correct. And we don't care. Like I keep telling her. Anyway.
You already have enough medals for everybody.
I've got enough for all of you. I do have 7 from the Olympics.
I feel like we should put them up.
We could have like a little trophy
if we're
cabinet.
going to display them anywhere.
Let's put a pin in that because I have an epiphany that I've had over the last week. Anyway.
Sorry, back to our poor listener. We've just made this all about us.
Yes. Sorry. So my kids are starting to compare themselves. So my oldest just missed the athletics team.
Yeah.
My second daughter
is an athletics nut.
Made every single event that she could have gone for, right?
Yeah.
So loves it, loves short distance, loves long distance, loves jumping and running and all of the things. So you can see that, especially in specific areas. And I think you do have to really catch yourself when you are like projecting. And as we said in the first question, right? Like we cannot smooth the path perfectly for our children. Like that is part of them learning. And as you so beautifully articulated, that makes us come back to the why. Why are we doing sport? Which is what we always talk about. Like that's what we love is everybody's different. Like my why was just absolute competition. Like that to me, I could train 35 hours a week for the better part of a decade because I loved competition. So and that was my why.
I think that's really important as well. So when we talk about why, what you're trying to unearth there is a child's intrinsic motivation.
Correct.
So the internal factors that are driving them. So even when you say competition, the driver there for you wasn't a ribbon, a medal.
No.
I mean, at some point it would
At some point it does become that.
It does become that.
It doesn't start there.
The origin story of this obsession you had with swimming was to do with the feeling of competing.
Oh, yes.
And that's your intrinsic motivation.
Fast as I could through the water.
Absolutely.
And seeing how fast and if I could get faster with every race.
So even with my eldest, it's been a conversation about like a 200-metre athletics run, that feeling of running around the bend. Like I loved that at high school. Going around the bend in a 200 it's such a cool feeling, and she can feel that too. And so they're the sorts of things you're trying to articulate with the kids to help them understand. Or it might be that feeling of the cricket ball hitting the cricket bat and you just like connecting with it.
Yeah, like tennis, like just hitting the most perfect forehand.
Yeah, or the feeling.
So many of those in my life.
In your deep tennis experience.
It's so much experience.
Or it's the feeling of celebrating a wicket or a win or in a quarter or an incredible passage of play in netball. Like those things are also really valid, but it's about the feeling and how you felt connected and all those sort of things, as opposed to we got the win, we got the ribbon, we got the medal, that sort of thing.
And it's going deeper than just who won the match. You know,
but also to this parent, we see you, we completely get it.
And they're not going to be the best at everything.
Well, they're just not.
Like, they're just not. Like, even if you're the best at one thing, you're not going to be the best at everything.
And again, I would always add the yet.
Correct. Always.
You're not good at this yet.
Yes.
Imagine what could happen if you went to all the athletics training or went to all the cricket training or did some nets practice on the weekend.
Yeah.
Whatever it might be.
And it's having those intentional conversations. And I think that's what scares a lot of people, is digging in or just having the time. Like, we're all so stretched. We're all so time poor. I get it. But it's actually recognizing that this is a thing which our beautiful Sporty has already done, but then taking the time to go, okay, well, let's talk about it. Like, is this, it might not even be a problem for them.
No, I think, and that's really interesting.
Right? Like, it might not be a problem for them. But if you can see that, because, I could see with my daughter and missing the athletics team, it is a problem for her. She is deeply upset. And we've had multiple conversations about it. And so it's recognizing if it's a problem. If it is a problem, have a chat about it. If it's not, then just let them keep having fun.
Let them play.
Let them play.
All right, we've got time for one more. It's a readout.
Ooh, let's do it.
Hello, I wanted to raise something about community sport for kids. My kids play soccer for a local club, but it's gone down the path of creating those pathways teams for the best kids. They get more opportunities, special tracksuits, an MPL or WPL player attached to their team, etc. I think that's Premier League, Men's Premier League, Women's Premier League.
Good deduction.
Thank you. This starts in younger age groups before grading has even started. So we end up with one amazingly strong team and then another team of newbies or kids who haven't yet realised their full potential. I like how you phrased that. I, like other parents, decided my kids would not try out for the Pathways team just so we could keep it about fun and participation. The way it's gone, though, means that the non-Pathways teams lose most matches. They look at the Pathways teams, often their schoolmates, with all these fancy tracksuits, and all of a sudden come to the realisation that they're a pleb. How do we break this toxic culture?
Great question. How do we break it, Georgie?
Well, first thing I would say to the parent who has written this in, I totally support your decision.
You're doing such a good job
to go in the non-pathways area. And I appreciate that's a very tricky thing to navigate as a parent, particularly when your child has an opinion on it as well. There are financial implications to some of these pathway programs. What I would say is that when you grade kids, when you start splitting them up really early on, you remove for them the opportunity to have so many great learnings. There is so much to be gained by being the best player in a team, by being the worst player in a team, by playing with people who have some skills and others who don't. If you're always playing in a team that wins,
you learn nothing.
When do you learn to lose?
You don't.
And how do you cope when you do lose?
You don't.
These are really important things to think about.
Like life skills that you need to learn.
And sport is about so much more than winning.
Oh, sport is like this most wonderful macrocosm of the universe where you get to learn all of these life skills. Like it's so easy to learn it in sport. And I mean, we could talk for hours about how we just think the pathways and the talent identification stuff can be so complicated, and especially when they're doing it from like the age of 6 and 7. Like that is just so unnecessary and has been proven again and again to not impact high performance at the end of the road. And for some reason, even when kids are like teeny tiny, like 6 and 7, people think that it needs to be about performance, and sport is just not that at that age.
I get what she's saying about the kit. They get a different type of uniform. They get these additional pieces of equipment, which, can I say, the parents pay for all of that. That's a real thing. What I have learnt is that that's a bright, shiny thing that loses its shine really quickly.
Yeah.
So it is tricky at the start, but it doesn't last very long. It's like a sugar hit, or it's a bit of junk food that...
Or an iPad.
They attach value to it, but that value diminishes rapidly.
Especially when they're being forced to like train 2 or 3 times a week and play games on the weekend and.
It's a lot, and it's this pressure on families to put our child into a system that we don't even know if they're really into this sport yet. I just think it's not you guys. It's a sport, and it's a series of sports that aren't actually, I think, set up to facilitate the most amount of participation that we want. And broad-based participation, as Libby said before, has been shown to create great elite performances.
Yes.
If you don't have a broad enough base, you don't find the talent. And talent shouldn't be a gate-kept thing by finances and by access to these pathways programs.
And we've said this, like I feel like I'm
sorry, I'm very sorry for repeating ourselves, but this is true.
But this is the thing, right? Like this, like a kid who just has a natural ability at the age of 7 doesn't necessarily become the best player in the world.
No.
It's not just about natural talent. Yes, it's a contributing factor. Yes, you have to have a bare basic amount of natural talent, but it's so much more than that. And if you're deciding who gets the best opportunities from the age of 6 and 7, you are ruling out a huge number of kids
Absolutely.
who would have just had
garbage.
The most amazing career because they can't afford to be a part of a talent pathway.
So to this parent, I would say it is hard. As parents, you need to bring the vibes.
Stay the course.
So you need to create the atmosphere that makes these kids feel like they're in something special. And that's something that coaches can really easily do.
But also talk to your organisations.
Oh, absolutely.
Like say this is not what you want. Organise with the other parents. And that's going to be difficult because some of the other parents are a bit annoying.
Libby and her hatred of people. The other thing I would say is I've coached for a couple of years a netball team, and at the moment I'm coaching a Div 3 team. We bring the vibes by giving ourselves a name, a team name.
Great.
We then created, not me, one of the team members created a really cool certificate for our player of the week, which because we've called ourselves the Red Pandas, it's the Panda of the week.
Amazing.
And I just love that. You can create your own rituals, your own habits, your own special things that make a team feel special. It just takes a little bit of creativity. It's something that the kids can own. It doesn't have to be more work for the grown-ups. It can be kid-led, and then they feel like they're part of something special.
Yes.
That's what we're trying to create here.
Correct.
That feeling of I'm in a team or I'm playing a sport and I'm really a part of something. I think you can create that anywhere.
I totally agree.
Oh, I really like this conversation.
This is so fun. Can you guys send more questions?
Can you send more questions? Because we quite like answering. This is like when we go and do talks at schools and stuff and people give us a question, we're like, let us tell you all our thoughts.
Just waxing lyrical.
Actually, I would like to talk on that topic.
Actually, I do have a very strong opinion about that. Thank you for asking.
Let me now talk for the next 5 minutes.
Ad nauseum.
And tell you all my childhood trauma.
This is what I've been unpicking with my therapist.
Thank you to all the sporties who sent in those questions. That's just a selection of what we received.
Yeah.
And we really appreciate you asking us and asking our opinions.
Totally. And I genuinely, if you have other questions, you don't have to voice note it, but if you do, thank you.
I mean, we much prefer the voice note because then it's just not us talking.
Just talking at you. But yeah, we love having these conversations. This is what Georgie and I wake up every single day wanting to change and educate and learn about and research and do all of those things. So this is our jam.
Thank you and goodbye.
Thank you and goodbye.
Thank you so much for listening to this episode of Sportish. You can find us on YouTube, Spotify, Apple.
We're on the YouTube. Hi, everybody.
Hi. You can also follow us on Instagram @beingsportish, and we'll be back in your ears next week.
Okay, bye.
Bye.